So this video is all about the secret to working hard as a distance runner. I should probably start this video with a slight apology. I have been working hard, but not at being a YouTuber or an influencer. It's probably not going to be my future, is it? This all ties into why I've been rubbish at doing YouTube videos. I've been focusing on the stuff that's important. I've had a fantastic couple of weeks with Damo Carr overtraining, my teammate. Jamie Pugh and Sarah Jane Pugh have been around as well, so we've had a little squad running. So it's been fantastic, and I've been focusing on getting the sessions done. When a lot of people think about training hard, there's that image of a bunch of people working as hard as possible, striving up a hill, smashing their last rep, finishing their long one on their knees. And actually, the truth of it is a little bit different. As a distance athlete, my training is often more about control in those situations, not pushing to your limit on a training run, not going that extra rep, not digging yourself into a hole that you can't get out of, and more about finishing any session with a little bit more in the tank. I actually think you've got to work hard at keeping things at the right intensity. So it means it's like working hard for me is not going too hard on the first rep. It's keeping the easy runs easy enough and not getting carried away when I see a certain number on a long run and thinking, oh, I can keep this pace up, I can run under this time. Doesn't matter. There's only one day that the performance and the times matter, and that's race day. Working hard as a distance runner is actually about other walks of life. You've got to work hard at your recovery. You've got to work hard at your nutrition. Work hard at your sleep. Getting to bed at a good time. Getting up, feeling rested. Not being prepared for race day. Having everything with your kit sorted out. These things you can work hard at rather than working hard on that final rep. Being a final rep hero. It's not as important as getting an early night's sleep, which isn't as easy as... It's not sexy, is it? It's not like, what's the secret? The secret is... early to bed. Alright, I thought it was going to be some shoes, some super shoes, they do help. Or some like secret session, this is the session that's going to bang, blow your mind. The session that's going to blow your mind is an early bedtime for 10 weeks before your key race. Try selling that on a sports website or put it in an Instagram reel, it doesn't work quite as well. So what's the tagline, what's the hook we're going to put on Instagram or YouTube? Look after the little things. Do work hard at getting the little stuff right. And I'm not saying you have to look for the marginal gains. Most of us are still looking for maximal gains. But it's just being like if you're trying to find a secret for recovery, but your sleep isn't great, or your training intensity is too hard, or you're just kind of not getting your diet right, then there are big gains to be made there before we start trying on some secret bits and bobs that probably don't work, do they? Most of them. How has the training been going? Fantastically. It's just been consistent. We've had I think it's going to be 10 weeks where I've averaged 12, 13, 14 hours a week, over 100 miles a week, and I'll do a little scroll through on the Strava here so you can get an idea of what that looks like. But as I said before, no one session or one day is more important than the other, but every week has built on the one before and kind of complemented the training going ahead, and it's just been fantastic. I've enjoyed nearly every run. Probably every run I'm enjoying it, and a couple where I've had to push myself out the door, put a good podcast on. Like no one session's been kind of hard or impossible or really difficult. Actually, the hardest sessions I've had are the day after the big days. Frankly, on paper, one of the easier runs is like a couple of hours easy the day after a big double threshold day, and it's that run I find the hardest. It's getting the legs moving the day after. So it's not necessarily, when you look at the big meaty sessions that come as part of 24-hour training for me, the ones you would expect are not the hardest sessions. They're that's often the day after or the one after that. We're travelling over Tuesday next week. Depending on how quickly I get this up, might have already been in Taiwan. But I'm excited to get out there. We're going out about 10 days early so we can get over the jet lag and get used to some of the acclimation side of things. But I'm actually using the sauna here at home as well and getting myself ready in that regard, so it's not too much of a shock to the system when we get out there. It's looking like it's quite warm at the moment, 25 to 30 degrees, and really humid, 80 to 90% humidity. The 2-week forecast for race day is looking a little bit cooler and with some rain, but whenever it is, we'll be ready for it. If you've liked the video, please do press the like button and subscribe, and I'll try and make some more in the future. Depends if people want to see them, but I'll make one more when we're out in Taiwan, and try and do another one after the race as well, if I want to talk about it. But yeah, I imagine I will. I'm really excited to get out there, so hopefully we'll send some tracking links and people can follow along. Often training hard, working with a group of, oh my God,